Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
All right, let's jump on the charts real quick and let's take a look, see what's going on. All right, cool. GJ. All right, we see GJ's in a downtrend. Price trying to come back down. GU is in a downtrend, hitting the zone right now. GOD is in a downtrend. Strategy number 3 was already activated. So for those who got into that trade, strategy 3 was activated on this candle, the second candle already, the second candle of the money zone. And you'd be up, you'd be up almost about 12 pips on that one right there. So that one's already activated. GBP NZD is definitely not activated just due to its ADR. As you guys can see, GN has moved 96 at 122, so it's beyond 75%. GCAD trying to move back up, still in a downtrend, but it's trying to move up. And G-Chef is trying to do something. It's just been really sitting there. All right, not really doing too much of nothing. Gold, man, I was killing gold last night. This whole move right here, I was killing that bad boy right there. Nice little gains. It's just kind of hold steady. Hold steady this range right here. You know, looking for it to break out past this 17, this zone right here that starts at 1747 to the 1749 range, about 20 pip zone right here, 25 pip zone. All right, looking for that breakout there. So we'll keep an eye on gold. SPX uptrend. It's just chilling right now. GER30 is in a uptrend. All right. I know a lot of y'all been killing that strategy number 4, so we're gonna do it like this right here, and we'll see if we can't get a breakout. All right, we'll see if we can't get a breakout. All right, and in Japan, 225 is in a downtrend, so it's not really doing much right now. All right, not really doing much. No, I know a lot of you crypto heads been on this crypto tough. So we'll take a look at Bitcoin, which is at all-time high. Bitcoin at an all-time high right now at 64.5. Crazy, man. It is straight crazy. You see that climb the last few days. All right. Go to the 5-minute chart here. Not much really going on. All right. Calvin's favorite. He been killing it. Y'all been following him. Go see his Ripple. And you can see Ripple there. Ripple's not at all-time high, but it's climbing back to its all-time high. It's been climbing. A lot of people have been asking me questions about, can Ripple go higher? Why is Ripple running up? What's going on with Ripple? So I can tell you what's going on with Ripple. But I'm gonna let Calvin talk about it. Calvin, man, you wanna let people know what's going on with Ripple? Why it's running up?
Yeah, no, most definitely. So when Ripple right now what's going on is that Ripple, of course, dropped in price because of the lawsuit, period. So the lawsuit, the SEC came after them and they claimed that Ripple was a security. But at this point in time, Ripple is actually winning the case because the SEC had no proof that Bitcoin or Ethereum wasn't a security at all. So because of that, uncertainty, everyone is starting to now FOMO into XRP. Once it went over $1, more people actually came in. But what they actually are really going for is that the new SEC chairman is actually pro XRP. So just be on the lookout for prices keep on shooting up and up, because this is just speculative. This is speculation price. This is not even utility price right now. We're not talking about what the banks are going to actually do with XRP as far as with cross-border payments or everything. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out, and a lot of news is going to be more effective when it comes to XRP.
And another reason why that XRP has been busting as well, because of the lawsuit, you can't buy it in the United States. And correct me if I'm wrong, Calvin, in the United States, that's the majority of the biggest holders. And so because they can't buy it anymore, and only that means that suppliers, the supply is low. I mean, it's not definitely not low, but demand is high because people can't buy it, in the States. Therefore, people are buying it outside of the country, or people are finding that are inside the country are finding loopholes to go buy it, which is catapulting it as well.
Yeah, the only place you could buy is on Uppo right now and BitTrue. Other than that, you really can't get it. And KuCoin.
KuCoin.
But that's besides the point. And the best thing to do is catch it on the charts, because it's always good, because that's instant cash out and you can hold the coin long term. So definitely, like I said, pay attention to the news, set your buys in place. That's not financial advice, but I'm letting you know XRP gonna go up. Set your buys in order, risk management, you can hold that baby up.
Yep. At the end of the day, it's all about like I said, trading what you see. So we trade the charts. If you have the coin and hold it, that's a little Calvin just gave you the rundown on what's going on with it. And so we in there. Checking the news. So I got the MyFX Book app here. MyFX Book. We got red folder JPY news here in 3 minutes. And then in 44 minutes, we have orange folder Euro news, or yellow folder. In 2 hours and 44 minutes, more yellow folder Euro news. And that's it. We're pretty much good until New York session. New York session is going to be full of news, guys. USD has both yellow folder and orange and red folder news, and Euro has both yellow and red folder news in New York session. So if you guys are going to be trading New York, make sure you guys are definitely paying attention to that. Speaking of that, let me pull up these Euro pairs so that we can see these Euros. Euro NZD is in an uptrend. Price is just reversing a little bit there. A little pullback. We got Euro JPY, which JPY just had, again, the news come out. Right now, it's in no trend. 4 red zones, 4 green zones, which means there is no trend. So we measure the inside of the 2 middle zones. It's only 24 pip range. Therefore, we do not look to take any trades. All right, so whenever you have even zones, you want to measure the distance in between the 2 middle zones where price is at. And you see from the bottom of support to the top, the bottom of resistance to the top of support, it's only about 24 pips. You need to have 50 pips or more space between the two, and then you'll be able to trade in both directions. All right, right now, we're not even gonna look at it. Euro odd is in a uptrend. All right. Euro GBP is in an uptrend. Gold chilling right there. G Chef trying to move up. G Cat. All right. No real setup there with the fibs. GU trying to push up. GI pushing back down. GBP NZD is in a downtrend. GCAD. Put that there, see if you can catch us a move coming back down. G Chef. As you guys see here, we're in a downtrend on G Chef. So I'm gonna do the same thing right here. See if we can't catch a move somewhere to get us a nice little trade. All right. Cool. Let me stop sharing. Let's check it out. You can't place a trade with envy. What does it say when you try to place a trade? Somebody wants to see my gold trades for today. All right, guys, again, if you're in the Q&A and your name is anonymous, you will not get your questions answered. Please change your name from anonymous to whatever your name is. Thank you. All right, so let's go look at gold. So gold, I'm gonna show you exactly how I analyze gold, all right? So number one, on gold here, I came to the H1 and I saw that we were coming to this strong level price we're rejecting off the 1757, 1758 level. Came back down and hit this level of support, all right, on the H1. Very strong level of support. And guess what I saw? When it happened, I saw this bank induction move. Boing. If you had entered in right there, you'd have caught all that. Look at that. 245. So I saw that. I said, all right, great. We are getting ready to reverse. All right. Now, I was never taught the market maker strategy on gold. It was mainly taught for Forex pairs, but you can still apply it. All right. Look at this. M. All right. M. A. A. right down into a what? If A went right down into a W. Right down into a W. And the beautiful thing about it, that I liked about it, was this. The W was leaning up. Slanted W, and the M was slanted down. All right. And then guess what? I also had the induction move there. All right. And so even though we're in a downtrend, all right, so we're in a downtrend, the MAAW is a downtrend cycle, which means what? Which means that there is a, even though price is going down, the market makers still have to flip price around to head back up to other levels of liquidity. So we had the downtrend cycle started on this day, 1, 2, 3, 4. On the fourth day, it reversed. All right. So I knew the reversal was imminent. That's the first thing I saw. All right. So I thought, okay, cool. I went down to the 5 minute. All right. So now I'm on the 5 minute. Now I'm on the 5 minute. And look, I drew this on the hour. Look how that looks. Just lovely. All right. So I drew this on the hour. All right. And so here are a couple of the trades that I took and why I took them. Let me clear these here. All right, so the first one I took was a wedge trade, as you can see here. Nice little wedge trade here. All right. Yeah, the wedge trade. All right, I had to break. I didn't like the break because of what? For me, I didn't like the break and entering right there because it's underneath the 200. So the 200 moving average, is a natural level of support or resistance. So if price is underneath it, it's going to be a natural level of resistance. And if price is above it, it's going to be a natural level of support. Look what happens. Price came up here. Look at that. It kept rejecting the 200. Reverse. Reject, 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 reverse. Then finally it broke through. Then guess what? It came back down this long wick, retested it, rejected it. So it rejected it from the bottom side, resistance. It rejected it from the top side, support. All right, this 200 is another level of support or resistance depending on where price is at in respects to the 200 moving average. All right, so I received the up arrow here. I was like, all right, great, the bag entry now. So my entry was right here. Now I took it even though the 200 was there because of guess what? Yeah, I took it from the standpoint of he had the additional confirmation. I had some pullback. I weathered the storm because I didn't over leverage. All right. And then when it came back up, it kept rejecting. Then it finally broke through. And guess what? I took my profits. All right. And then for me, all right, you can see this level right here where I entered in is a very strong level. You see prices hitting it multiple times there. But when it broke through, all right, I had what? I had another entry here. Once it broke through all over this level of support, resistance that I kept bumping into. All right. And then my last entry was after the long wick here, rejection off the arrow moving average and the 200. All right. I waited for what? I waited for confirmation that price is going to continue to head upward. That next counter there, I entered in right before the bag entry. So I entered in here and I exited towards the top, around 30 pips each. Those are the three sets of trades that I took right there. All right, that's it. Real simple. But I was trading price action. All right, so again, I talk about it all the time. If you can learn price action, you can learn candlesticks. It's a beautiful trade. Like for example, that last one, you're like, oh man, that confirmation. Yeah, look at that confirmation. This one right here, the wick. Look at that. That is see how this small one next to it right here, Price came back down, and then this candle right here started at the same point, closed above it, closed above 1, 2, the 3 previous candles. That is a bullish engulfing candle. All right. So I saw the bullish engulfing candle, but I also saw the long wick. Usually I enter in there, but because of the long wick, I wanted to wait for additional positive confirmation. We got it. I got it in the next candle. All right. That's how that works. So it's takes the time to relearn that. But when you understand price action, you understand candlestick formations, you understand breakouts, those types of as I call it, market analysis, strategies. It makes trading easier. It allows you to be able to, jump into different trades, understand where the pullback is at, and the breakouts, so that you can actually do what? You can get in the trade. Because all this is right here is price went up, pull back, went up, pull back, went up, pull back, went up, pull back, went up. That's all price does. Price goes up, pulls back, goes up, goes down, pulls back, goes down, all day long. So when you understand the pullbacks that aren't a full turnaround, but they're just a small retracement, and then you have that price action, like for example, right here, this is a classic price action move right here. Look at this right here. All right, price pull back. You got this long wick right here on the top side. All right, long wick on the top side. Price, that means price was way up here and it came back down. Naturally, that means what? After a nice run up, it means price is going to retrace. All right, price retraced, and look at this. When it's a hit here, the next candle is a what? Is a bullish engulfing candle. You could easily get another trade in right there. Bullish engulfing right here. This long one is a bullish engulfing after the strong pullback. All right, you have 15 minutes of pullback, and then you have one bullish engulfing candle that engulfed 1, 2, and almost the third candle. The more candles, previous candles of the opposite trend that an engulfing candle engulfs, the stronger the move in that direction can be. Never any guarantees, but it can be. Plus, this right here was also going into New York session, so that just gave the additional momentum for price to continue in the direction that it was going because of New York session. All right, so that's all I was doing, guys. Straight price action. Those types of trades I don't call usually on the call just because they don't follow any strategy. All right, that is just me understanding how to trade candlestick formations with the trend or against the trend. All right, and so because they don't follow any of the strategies that we utilize for AIRO, I usually don't call those on the call. All right. Let's take a look here and see what's going on. All right, so there's a question around how to translate points from indices, cryptos to pips. So for the most part, take away the last number. So if you see, points are pips times 10. So if you catch 100 pips on Bitcoin, it'll say 1,000. So under your AIRO pip counter, it'll say 1,000. Divide that by 10, that gives you 100. That is the number of pips you caught. So if you see somebody that caught 100,000 points on Bitcoin under the pip counter, take off the last number, and it's really 10,000, which is still a great feat, but that's points. So crypto is in points, indices are in points, divide by 10. You know, some of the indices are in pips, but that's how that works though. You just divide by 10. So if you guys are wondering how to convert points to pips, you just divide by 10 or move the decimal place to the left, one position. Do I like pro charts or standard? For me, standard. When you start going pro and .pro, .var, there are how do I explain it? Depending on your broker, there are different things, different reasons why, for getting so. All right. There are different reasons for getting, from VAR and pro. They have different remedies. Some of them have lower spreads, but you have a lower, what do you call it? So you have lower spreads, but your margin is lower. So your leverage is lower. You won't have the full 1 to 500 leverage. You might have 1 to 100. Then you may have some that have no spreads, but then you have like a 1 to 50 leverage. So whenever you use .var, .pro, make sure you check out the fine print and find out what you're giving up to have .pro or .var, because they typically come with something good, like low spreads to no spreads, and that's great. However, getting no spread or low spread, they usually take something away from you. All right. All right. Come back to the chart here. Yeah, G pair is moving up. GJ again. JPY had the news. Not really. JPY news didn't really do much here. GU, yeah, G pair is pushing up. G pair is pushing up. None of the trades were valid because they are all in downtrend. But this would have been a beautiful trade right here. Beautiful trade. Boom, boom, boom. Be about 12 pips. GCAD, Asia breakout. Let's see. Yep, 40 pip zone. First candle above would have been this one right here. Yeah, you got your 20 pips. Would have caught your 20 pips. They're gonna go trying to move back up. See, look at that. That's a beautiful move right there. Look at that. Downtrend, boop, boop, 2 candles. And then look, a bullish engulfing candle. It engulfed 1, 2, 3, the 3 previous candles. See that? Engulfed all of them. And now what? Now this candle is gonna do what? It's gonna move to the upside. That is a classic pullback continuation right there. That is a classic pullback continuation right there on gold. You can see that. Stair step up, pull 2 pullbacks, and then you have a strong bullish engulfing candle. It engulfed this candle, and this candle, and then you enter in right here, and you ride that bad boy up. Right now, you'd be up about 5 pips, but that's how price action works. All right, that's how price action works. Price is above the arrow moving average and the 200, and the arrow moving average is above the 200, signifying that price is in a temporary uptrend right now. All right. So all the confirmations are there for you, even though we're overall in a downtrend. All right. This is how you understand price action. All right. And some of the other confirmation tools on the chart, you can understand how to get in other trades that do not have anything to do with strategies, which will allow you to do what? Allows you to catch more pips. All right. Definitely master the strategies first, and then as you continue to add certain things to your trading plan, you'll be good to go. I want to make you that much more dangerous. Mm-hmm. I'm not touching that one. Went back too far. All right, let me answer some more of these questions here. 20 pips off gold off the bag entry. Congrats. Congrats. The Candlestick Bible is a great tool, a great book to read. Keep reading that over and over again if you want to understand price action. And then one thing, guys, and I can't stress enough, YouTube University. YouTube University. All right. You can find everything you need to know on YouTube. Go type in price action, trading, and Forex on YouTube, and you'll find all kind of videos. All right. 20 pips TP hit on G-Chef. Congrats. What's the best strategy for indices? Whatever works for you. There isn't any one strategy that's better than the other. It's really what resonates with you. Some people like strategy number 4. Here in 20 minutes, we'll look at it because the indices market opens, the actual trading market opens for the GER 30 here in about 20 minutes. So some people like strategy 4, some like strategy 1, some like strategy 7 with the wedges, M's and W's, some like strategy 8 with the Fibonacci. So it really depends on what works best for you. All right. I do not use strategy 3 on any euro pairs. Strategy 3 is for Great Britain pound pairs only. All right. And so if I have Euro JPY, I won't use strategy 3, but I might use strategy 4. I use whatever works for the current environment. All right, so let's go look at the chart. I'm looking for certain things to help me understand, or I'm looking for certain setups to help me understand what strategy I may use. So I know that GBP USD is in a downtrend. We have more red zones than green zones, right? But price is going what? Price is going up. All right, so now I'm looking for retrace. So if I'm looking for retrace, I might throw the fibs on here. Oh, I'm sorry, we're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend, so I might throw the fibs on here, like so, to see where price may retrace. Well, you can see it already went way past 100. So at this point, it looks like price is trying to make a new trend, which happens from time to time. All right. So if I see things going against the trend, of course, G pairs, if it's in a downtrend, I'm looking for Asia session breakout, which if you're in the GBP AUD Asia session breakout, you should be up about 10 pips right now. Your entry would have been right here. And you'd be up about, you should be up about 8 pips. All right, heading on down. So I threw Fibonacci to strategy 8. I put the fibs on these, all because of the same thing. Look, they're more reds than greens. They're in downward trends, but price is headed up. So I'm looking to see where price may turn around at one of these levels here. And I look to take a sale back the other way, all right? Because the overall trend is down. So if price is headed up, I'm waiting for a retracement to happen for it to head back down and that continuation back in the overall trend so that I can do what? So that I can see if I can catch some pips, all right? So as you start to master the strategies, you will know what you're looking for, all right? Depending on what strategy you use, you know what you're looking for. If I'm looking for strategy number one, I'm looking for price to bounce off the ceiling because, you know, here on GU, we're in a downtrend. So I want price to bounce off the ceiling, come back down below the moving average and give me a down arrow. So I'll be waiting for that setup. So as you start to master each strategy, you will understand what those setups look like. And so you want to start looking for those setups. If you don't see those setups for that strategy, look at another strategy and then another strategy. And as you begin, you know, continue to understand the different strategies, you'll understand very quickly what those setups look like. All right. I've already started looking for wedges. I'm already looking for M's. I'm already looking for W's. I'm looking for it all. Don't see anything right now. And Bitcoin got a low spread tonight, boy. Does higher leverage equal higher lot size accessibility? In a nutshell, yes. The higher the leverage you have, then the more money that the more currency you can control with less money. So the higher the leverage you have, in essence, the bigger the lot size you can put on a smaller account. I got the price action book is the Candlestick Bible. If go to the AIRO bag chat, it has been pinned to the group. So you can go to the top right-hand corner, click on the little pin, and you'll be able to find it there. All right, what's your thoughts on Bitcoin with Coinbase opening stock price at $250 a share? One, I think $250 a share for Coinbase stock is overvalued. I can tell you that. That company is a crook of a company. From the standpoint of, you think about it, when you move, you're supposed to be able to move Bitcoin whenever you want to. It's supposed to have its 3 confirmations on the blockchain. That way your coins are confirmed in that new wallet that you moved them to. But when you send money to Coinbase, you cannot turn around and immediately send it out for like 4 or 5 days. Plus their fees are ridiculously high. I stopped using Coinbase in 2017. But my thoughts on Bitcoin, I don't think the Coinbase's going public has anything to do with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is moving up because you continue to have institutional investors put big money into it. So there's a hedge fund that has already said that this month, and I guess they've already started, which is why we're at all-time highs now, but this month they stated that they are going to put 10% of their $600 million fund into Bitcoin. So 10% of what? 10% of 600 million is 60 million. That's a lot of money to put into Bitcoin. All right. So as these institutional investors start to put the 1 billion, the 60 billion, the 100 billion, 100 million, 200 million, $500 million into Bitcoin, you're going to see Bitcoin skyrocket, all right, like it is now. And when Bitcoin moves up, the whole market moves up. So you start to see the altcoins and non-Bitcoin, so all the altcoins with if you're not Bitcoin, it's called an altcoin. Those coins will start to move up as well. All right, so that's my thoughts on Bitcoin. I don't think they'll have anything to do with Coinbase. I heard you mention once that you had more wins with sales or buys. Sales. So I caution you guys I want to say caution you, I challenge you guys to hook up your trading account to a MyFX book and then just trade on it. And then every week, go analyze your data. Go analyze your wins, your losses, see which trades you take. Do you win more on? For me, I win more trades when I sell than when I buy. All right, and that's just the nature of the game for me. And so that tool can give you a lot of information about yourself and how you trade. All right. So my probability of winning trades is 10 to 11%, 10 to 12% higher with sales than for buys. Dogecoin is just benefiting from Dogecoin is benefiting from Bitcoin moving up. Plus, you guys think about it. Same thing is happening back in 2017. People are wanting to get into cryptocurrency. Not everybody can afford to buy one full Bitcoin. And the crazy thing is, you don't have to buy. You can make good money by buying fractions of a Bitcoin. However, people feel, hey, you man, good to hear baby girl doing good, man. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Good to hear she's doing good. But believe it or not, guys, people would rather buy a altcoin that they can get a million coins of that may never go anywhere than to buy 0.001 of a Bitcoin that we know for sure is going to rise in value. That's just the nature of human beings. So that's why you start to see people putting money into some of these other coins because they'd rather have a million coins of a coin that'll never go anywhere and never go to even a penny than to have a fraction of a Bitcoin. It's crazy, but that's how it is. So the live trading schedules are in the AIRO bag chat. They're pinned to the group. So if you go to that group and pin on it, click the pin in the top right-hand corner of the AIRO bag Telegram chat, you will find the schedule for all the live sessions. I apologize, guys. The last couple of weeks, the New York session, we are trying to get some more consistency, with some educators. So working on a few things, and we'll get that straightened away soon. That way we can have consistency both back on New York and London session. Here no wine, man. This is that communion juice, man. That communion juice. Arnaud already caught 100 pips off GER30. Nice. Yes, sir. Grape juice. You already know it, man. You already know it. So you can't put Bitcoin on your laptop. So if you're using that broker, here's how you add new coins or not coins, but here's how you add new pairs to your chart. You want to come to view, symbols. So view, symbols, find what you're looking for. So you're looking for Bitcoin, come to cryptos, hit the plus sign, find BTC USD, double click on it right here. Double click on it right here so that the little dollar sign right here is gold. Once it's gold, then you come back down here underneath file to create new chart, and you'll see cryptos, and there's Bitcoin, and you can now add Bitcoin to your chart like that. All right, that's how you add new pairs to your chart. All right, just got an anonymous tip to keep an eye on the Great Britain pound, Japanese yen. All right, it's supposed to do something special. It's gonna do something strange for a piece of change. Hopefully we get some nice little movement on it, guys. Let's go back through our pairs real quick. All right, and G pairs just moving to the upper room. See that GI reversed? Again, that's why I would have never taken that breakout right there. You guys know if I was in it, because I saw it when it first happened, but I didn't enter it in because guess what? All the other G pairs are doing what? They were all moving up. So I was not about to counter trend trade. And I call it counter trend trade because you guys know me, I trade with correlation. And you can see everything else is doing what? All the other G pairs are moving up. Well, except for 4 out of 6, GN and GI were moving down. So I was not going to enter into that trade because 4 of the other 6 were moving up. And you can see here, you didn't even get your full 20 pips. You got like 10, I think it went to like almost 12 pips. Let's see here. The entry was right here. It dropped 12 pips. So it almost got 20, but you didn't get the full 20. So you still be waiting. Now, can it go back down? Sure. It can go down and get the full 20. But the probability is not as high. All right. So I'm just chilling right now. We're going to chill. We're going to chill on that one. Got 5 minutes into the opening session. So my GER 30. GER 30 look a little off. That looks super off. Let me close that chart, open it up again. GER 30. I see a line right here. Spread is huge right now. Look at that spread, guys. My bid is here, my ask is here. When you see something like that, man, don't even think about it. Look at that spread. 50 pips. No, that's bigger than that. It's bigger than that. Something going on with my GER 30 right now. Whenever I see stuff like that, I just don't even touch it. Don't even touch it. If you guys know, it's euros heading down, pound pairs heading up, inverse correlated pairs. All right, inverse correlated pairs. I don't use Coinbase. I use either Gemini or I use BitPay. All right, those are the platforms I use. GNW. So GN has a W formation. Let's go take a look at it. Someone says GN has a W formation. Let's go take a look. GNW formation. You're right. GN does have a W formation. All right. So remember, if you go back and watch strategy video number 7 with M's and W's, you trade M's when you're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend. You trade W's when you're in an uptrend. We're not in an uptrend. So that wouldn't be a W that I would look to trade. Plus, there is not touching a support level right now. All right. I might counter trend trade a W like I showed you guys on gold. All right. Like I showed you on gold, a W on the hour right here. Boom, 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 boom. MAAW, like I showed you. I might counter trend trade that because of the standpoint of the market making strategy, but I would never counter trend. I would never do that if there's no level of support there. So GN doesn't have a level of support right there that we need, at least not right now. All right, so I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't trade that. I wouldn't trade that W. But good eyes though. You are seeing the W. All right, guys, if you're not in the AIRO bag chat, whoever invited you or told you about AIRO to help you helped you sign up for AIRO, they are the ones that need to get you the link to the group. All right. So whoever invited you and got you set up with AIRO, they have the link. Go check those guys out. All right. The AIRO EA is doing fine. Had a little glitch last week. I reprogrammed it so that it would so what do you call it? The money zone. So I changed or added into the money zone aspect that no matter what broker you use the AIRO EA on, it will always trade 12 a.m. Central to 12 p.m. Central. All right. So I added that in there. And because when I added it in there, something was coded wrong and it didn't take any trades last week. So last week it took no trades. There was a glitch with the money zone time frame. So that has been such corrected. And so it's running right now, and we'll see what type of results that we get. All right. We'll see what type of results that we get. I can tell you the very first week, it went 6-2. That was 2 weeks ago. It should have went 8-0, but I had to make a little change to the ADR, and it will be good. So, and small tweaks. That's why I beta test and run it before I even bring it to Auvoria Prime. I wanted to be running smooth. All right, but EA is doing fine. Just trying to make it as perfect as possible for you guys, so that it'll have some great results. All right, guys, if you want the links to the calls, all the links to the calls are going to be in the AIRO announcements channel. All right, if you have AIRO, you can go in your back office. You can go to your products page, and the very last thing underneath my videos, the strategy videos, it'll say AP Live. You click on that, and it'll take you to the AIRO announcements channel. You go to that, you can set up the AIRO announcements channel. All right. Have I bought some BTC? No, I haven't bought any BTC. I have some money in some other coins, but I don't have any money in BTC. Guys, the AIRO EA is not accessible right now. It's not available. And the AIRO EA trades exactly the way that I teach. So yes, it understands where the zones are at. Yes, it understands the breakout, the strategy. It's trade strategy number 1. It's trade strategy number 3. All right, those are the 2 strategies that it trades. It only trades them on the GBP pairs. All right, It understands ADR. It understands where the zones are at. It understands where the AIRO is at. It even knows what the overall trend is. Are there more red zones than green zones, or vice versa? All right. So don't worry too much about it. I'm just letting you guys know about the AIRO EA. Don't worry too much about it right now. All right. We're not gonna talk too much about it because it's not ready yet. All right. We're 90 ways way out. All right. I would say second half of the year, because again, the AIRO EA has to go through 90 days of beta testing with the company. So look out for the AIRO EA to come second half of the year. All right. Somebody said that GER 30 is going crazy. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. Share. Boom, boom, boom. Let's jump in here. GER to 30. Where you at? Oh, yeah. It's at the end. Yeah, something's up my GER 30 because it should be already over here. And it's way back here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my GER 30. Not really sure. Let's try this again. Yeah, I don't know what's up with GER 30. So it looks like we're not going to be trading that one tonight. It's not pulling up for me. Could be issues with the broker. Could be issues with MT4. Not really sure, but I'm definitely not seeing anything. Oh, come on, GJ. Go on, give me that railroad track. I need that railroad track. Go on, give me that railroad track. GU. Okay. GI. Yeah. GCAT. G-Chef. That's beautiful right there. If we can get a bearish engulfing counter to close below 200, that'd be a great sale right there on G-Chef. Great sale. Let's go back to minute five. Let's go back. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful. Beautiful. Be even better if it's touching the zone. So when you get this long candlestick rejection, yeah, that's imminent. Imminent right there. It's a great setup. That news. Remember, we had some more yellow folder news coming. Let's see here. In an hour and 52 minutes, yellow folder Euro news. All right. Yellow folder Euro news. Man, that grape juices. All right. Slow start in the week. Purchase any XRP? No. So back in 2017, I bought XRP around 34, 35 cents, and I sold it at about $2.49 before it ran up to like almost $4. So I made good money back in 2017, but I haven't bought any since. Yes, the AIRO EA will be separate from the AIRO indicator. They will be two. So when it launches, they will be two separate licenses. All right, I got a question. Let's see here. All right. Someone said gold dropping. What is AIRO EA? So AIRO EA is going to be the automated version of AIRO that trades strategy number 1 and strategy number 3. So instead of having to be up trading it, the software will trade for you. Kind of dead out there, guys. Kind of dead. All right. It's kind of dead right now. So what you guys want to know? What strategies do you want to go over, guys? I've answered all the questions in the Q&A. This is the time now when the market is dead to ask questions. Whatever you guys need help with, we can use this time to get you guys up to speed, answer any questions for you guys. What's going on? We got about 49 minutes until the top of the hour. And you guys know at the top of the hour, we take a 15-minute break. All right. Bank induction, refresh if possible. We went over it earlier on gold, but we'll talk about it again. So bank induction move. All right. You only take the bank induction move inside of a market maker cycle. All right. So like we went over with gold. All right. We'll go to the H1. We saw the what? We saw the M, the A, the W. The bank induction was right here where the W started. So it's still M, A. We haven't got the W. The W hasn't finished yet, but we're going into the W. That was the bank induction move. As you see here on that trade, guess what? You had a down arrow pointing to a candle that's in the zone, which means you enter into a buy on the opposite. And you see just that candle alone ran up 40 pips, just this candle. And you'd had drawdown of 7.5 pips. All right. And if you would have held that trade, you see it ran up 244 pips. That is a bank induction move. Inside at the beginning or at the end still counts as inside because the cycle is not over with. When the W is done, so the W is done here. If there was no bank induction move, it don't count. But it's inside of the move because the cycle is not over with yet. All right. So that's what you take the bank induction move inside. Let's go look at another example. Let's go look at, again, the market maker strategy, and you can look at it from 2 time frames: the minute 15, the H1. Minute 15, the H1. All right. Mm-hmm. See if we can find another one for you guys. All right, you can see the start of market maker cycle right here. You guys can see we're naturally in a what? An uptrend. All right. And then guess what? Look at this right here. You had your what? You had your W. All right, W, V, and your first V right here. All right, your first V, which led you to a bag entry right there. Yeah. You know, here's the beautiful thing. Once you can start identify the market maker cycles, bag entries, even on a 15-minute time frame outside of the money zone, you can take those because you know you're going to get 20 pips because of what? Because you're inside the market maker cycle. That's a little trick for you. All right, there's the first half of it, WVVM. All right, well, guess what? This first leg of the V, what is that? You got a down arrow pointing to a red candle, what? At the zone. So guess what? I'm putting the buy in immediately on the next candle. You got a drawdown of 8 pips. Price runs up 99 pips. That's how it works. You could have double dipped. Could have had a buy right here, came down, came back up, bag entry, another buy, double entry. All right. So once you start to understand the market maker cycle and you can see it for yourself, all right. Another trick as well, you know, when you're looking for a uptrend market maker cycle, typically the AIRO moving average is going to be above the 200, and vice versa. When you're looking for a downward market maker cycle, the AIRO moving average will be below the 200 moving average. All right. So keep that in mind. But that is inside of the market maker cycle. We're at the very beginning. W, the first V, boom, choo. That simple, guys. It really is that simple. My communion juice is out. All right, let's go back and check. What does it mean when you see wicks going far in both directions like in gold? So when you see wicks going in both directions, that means indecision. So market is indecisive on which way that it wants to go. All right, so you see that. If you see a lot of it, look at, you know, don't worry too much about it. I'd stick away from it. All right, I would stick away from it because there's no real trend in the market. All right, what do I think about the big GR30 candle going down? So for some reason, guys, like I was saying, my GR30 is not. It's not the data feed is not coming through. So I can't see anything. I'll pull up GR30 again for you guys. You can see it here. As you guys see here, here's GR30 for me. It's not up to date. It should be way over. It should already be into the new day. Like it's stuck at the end of the last day. So I don't know what's going on. It should look like See, S&P 500, it's already past the new day. GER 30 still stuck on yesterday. Same thing with Japan 225. So my GER 30 feed is off, and I see the we're back to normal with the spread, but I'm not seeing anything, so I'm not really sure. Let me zoom in and then let me zoom out. Yeah, I mean that candle never has moved. It never has. It's just sitting there, same candle. So I'm not gonna trade what I can't see. So I definitely apologize, guys. I'm not gonna trade what I can't see. Take a look and see what we got. Take a look and see what we got. Man, come on, we want an entry. We need some pips. Need some pipage. I like what I see here though on this gold. Boom. Touch, just about a touch right there. We can bring that down, all right, like that. Touch. All right. And we are in a downtrend, so we can do it like so. Draw this nice little wedge. And so now we got, we're looking for price to come down potentially. See what we can get. All right. Look for price to come down. Would love to see a breakout, not only of the wedge, but also the 200 moving average and the zone. So if we get a close below 1739, look out below. Look out below. I would look to sell to this level here, TP1. TP2 would be this level here, and then TP3 for me would be this level here. All right, based on levels of support resistance. So let me change those colors. We'll go with the blue. Change to blue. These are my levels of take profit that I'd be looking to take profit. See if we can get a close underneath the zone. But with that big bullish move we just had, I don't expect price to be heading back down anytime soon. That's a nice rejection, strong rejection off the H1. So, but if we do get a close below the zone, below this wedge, below 1739, I'm looking at TP. These are my next 3 TP levels I'm looking to take trades to. All right. So yep, but I'm expecting price to head up. So I'm actually expecting price to go above the zone right there. All right. If I see that happen, TP number 1 is going to be right here, 1751, about 20 pips. Somewhere between 1751 and the zone. 1753 will be my next level. So we get a break. Let me mark that here. Horizontal non-properties. Turn that yellow here. So that's what I'm looking for. I think this would be more the case. I think we'll get a break to the upside if price doesn't just range in this area for a while. All right. SPX not doing nothing. Bitcoin, Ripple, Euro GBP. Ooh. Look at that. 1, 2 rejection off this 200 moving average. Euro GBP. How far are we from the zone here? 27 pips. Oh, it's not far enough. Euro AUD. Still falling. Euro JPY, nothing. Euro NZD. Wait, we lost the zone? Did we lose the zone? Yep. Nope. Oh, still even 3 and 3. No, 4 and 3. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're still in a downtrend on Euro JPY. Euro NZD. All right, cool. Euro NZD. I'm looking for a bag entry. So price will move back up. Multiple, you see just kind of rejection in this area right here. 1, 2, 3. So I'm waiting for it to push back up into the buy trend. GR30, boy. The devil trying to keep us away from catching these pips, because man knows I be on that GR30. GCAD. Wee. GCAD moving up to the upper room. G-Chef. All right, let it go. Okay, go. Trying to break through the wedge. All right, let's go back and see the Q&A. So you want to go for reading the market when pairs are going opposite the trend. So when pairs are going opposite the trend, there isn't a strategy for going opposite the trend. I don't teach trading against opposite the trend. Just because when you trade against the trend, it takes another level of skill set to be able to trade against the trend. Just because of one, understanding if price will go against the trend for 10 pips, 50 pips, 200 pips. If you understand and can analyze the market to do so, then it's gonna, you may get in the trade based on what you see, and then it goes against you, and you're wondering why you lost, or you're going against the trend. So in the beginning, you want to master going with the trend, and then you can start to apply what you've learned against the trend. All right. So that's just my tidbits on that one. Binary group is going well. Shout out to the binary group. They've been killing it. We will officially start beta testing the new product here real soon for binary. All right. So no ETA on that one. It's coming, guys. I'm waiting on all setups. Are there any potential setup you're waiting on? I'm waiting on anything that will present itself. All right. How do we set alarms? Let's go back to the chart here. So to set alarms, there we go. So you want to right click on the black of the screen, come to trading, alert, and then this is alert bid here. You can move this alert to where you want it to. All right, you can double click on it and edit it. Action. You make it a sound, a file, mail, so email. All right. You can tell it what symbol. You can tell it the value. All right. Source is the type of the sound it's going to make. All right. Maximum iterations, 5. All right. Let me turn my sound on. There you go. That's the noise it makes for me for when I get an alert. So this is how you kind of play around with the settings for your alert. I don't use this, guys, so I can tell you I don't use it myself. But that's how you utilize alert. Right click on the black of screen, go to trading, go to alert. All right. So someone asked me, what do I think about binary over trading Forex? So at the end of the day, I like binary over Forex, personally. But really, it's up to you. I mean, there's some people that love Forex that find it naturally easy. Then there's going to be some that find binary easy, and some that trading stocks or trading crypto or indices. So it's all about what works best for you. All right. At the end of the day, that's what works best for you. Wedge breakout on gold. Let's go take a look at it. Wedge breakout on gold. Oh yeah, we saw that. So the wedge breakout, yep. We just need to close below the zone. Because closing here is fine, but guess what? It's above that 200. That 200 is what? It's a level of support. All right, it's 20 pips to the zone. We need to break through. There's just too many levels. That's a level of resist support. This is level support. So for me, even though it's breaking out of the wedge, it's a no trade for me. It's a no trade for me. I mean, because you can also see it here. There's the base of the wedge. You can also draw another wedge like so. All right, which tells you what? That you need to break out of this wedge. You need to break through the wedge and not only through the wedge right here, but also below the zone. All right, so same thing. This is the bigger wedge. All right, just a bigger wedge. So looking for a breakout. That's not a confirming breakout. And these G pairs are just cruising right now. Got a zone now, Bitcoin. Under 5 minutes, got a zone now. Level of resistance. Those all-time highs are always a level of resistance. All right, told you guys that Euro NZD has been hitting this level multiple times right here. All right, nice long wick right here. If this candle turns out to be a bullish engulfing candle, that could be a nice little trade right there. Could be a nice little trade right there when you read price action. Obviously, I won't call the trade on the call because it's not part of strategies. But again, the zones are here, guys. Whenever you see certain candlestick formations at a zone, they can signify what? Rejection of that level. And then guess what? Then they can signify potential entry. And you see right here, look at this. This is a evening star, an inverted hammer out of the zone. Long wick, boom. This is also what? For those that know it, this is also a fractal high. Why is this a fractal high? Because this is the highest point, and the wick or the highest price to the left and the highest price to the right are lower than this point. So this is a what? Fractal high, which means what? You would have entered into the trade next candle here, and you could have rolled that bad boy down 120 plus pips. You'd have got your 20 plus in a matter of 7 candles. So call it, what is that? 105 minutes. So an hour and 45 minutes. Hour and 45 minutes, you get 20 pips. Fractal high at a zone, rejected the zone with a fractal high. That's an easy trade. 20 pips. Inside the money zone too. That's the type of stuff you look for. When you start to understand the candlestick formations. It come in handy, trust me. more questions? So if you're trading the bag strategy on the minute 5, if you're trading on Forex pairs, I recommend 10 pip take profit, 20 pip stop loss. If you're on the 15-minute, then I recommend 20 pip take profit, 40 pip stop loss. All right. The winning strategy, again, the beta test group, again, these are not my results, but the beta test group has proven that the bag strategy has an 80+% win ratio. All right. And that beta test group had 43 people in it. 43 people in the beta test group. Can one hold an AIRO entry over the weekend if it gives you a entry AIRO on a long position? Yes. You are manually trading, so you can hold that trade over the weekend. Someone said they noticed that in their MT4 is also making the boing noise that mine is making. So MT4 has been doing that. It's been happening a lot ever since they had their maintenance a couple weeks ago, about a month ago. I'm not really sure what it is. Mine keeps happening over and over again, and I'm not sure why. A lot of it, though, I see is it will kick me off my account. It'll say off the server, say that I'm not connected, and then it connects me all over again. So I don't know. Euro JPY M30 buyer. Let's go take a look at it. Euro JPY on the M30. Japan 225 with the buy. No, negative Ghost Rider. Euro JPY M30. Bag entry is into the zone, guys. And that's not a bag entry. That's just the up arrow. So no bounce. It's got to bounce, guys. Come on. It's got to bounce. You guys know the rules. It has to bounce. It's not a bag entry. That's just the up arrow. That is no trade. No trade. No trade. No trade. All right, got 25 minutes until the top of the hour. Anybody got any questions? Anybody got anything? Got 230 on the call. Shout out to all 230. All right. Go trying to make a little push down. Trying to get every drop of that. What are simple signs of rejection, of reversal? The market maker cycle. For me, it's simple because I've trained my eyes to see it, and it becomes simple for you when you train your eyes. So when you get that MAAW, that W coming out of the down cycle, is a clear reversal. Clear reversals are if you're in an uptrend, you have that W. So that W off of the support. So prices come down to the support level and made a W on support. That's a clear sign of reversal of heading it back into the uptrend. So just a temporary pullback. When you see reversal candles at levels of support or resistance, strategy video number 8 I talk about 5 candlestick formations. Go watch those. Those are powerful. All right. GA is wicking the support zone there on M15. We'll look at GA, GBP AUD, GBP AUD. Yep, it's just wicking. Wick, 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 wick. No entry there. All right. Take the news real quick. Hour, 19 minutes. So pretty much right when we get out this call, you have the yellow folder Euro news. So we should be clear for the rest of the session. All right. Let's go back to the chart, see if we can't find us a little something. Calvin, man, you seen anything out there, man? Like he's dead right now. $18 at the top of the hour. We'll take a break. Let everybody use the restroom, get more to drink, something to eat, whatever the case may be. Stretch your legs. All right. Not really seeing anything tonight. Got a beautiful W here. Beautiful double. W on Ripple. All right. Need price to close above the neckline and above the zone. So if that zone disappears, that'd be a good trade on that W right there. All right. See that? We're in an uptrend. Got a W planted here in support, and it is slanted up. Now, the slanted, what is that? Well, why do I care about slanted? Well, it's all about price structure. All right. This is a low. This is a low. But this low is lower than this low. So this low is a higher low. All right. When you have more higher lows, that means that price is coming back in retraces, but it's not going down to the same level as the previous retrace, or it's not going lower. Therefore, overall, the trend is what? Is up. See what I'm saying? Here's a low. Here's a higher low. Here's a higher low. And look at that. Prices going up. All right. So you like W slanted because it signifies price has higher lows and therefore is heading up. And then vice versa with M's. All right. You know, we already know we're not taking a Euro JPY trades. Yep. Let's look at that. Is that a potential bank deduction? Let's see here. We got no trend here. Let me check here. Oh, I'm sorry. We got downtrend. 31 pips from zone. You got a heck of a rejection right there. Heck of a rejection. Candlestick. All right, we're in a downtrend. Yeah, I'm not hearing it. I don't see that. I don't see the cycle. I'd be looking for this to be an M down into the AAW, so the continuation of a new downtrend. I see the W here, but yeah, I'm not comfortable entering that. Otherwise, that would be a good trade if I could. For me, I don't personally see the market maker cycle. Otherwise, that would be a good trade to take if I could identify it. I cannot identify it right now. So because of that, I don't really see it. Only trade what you can see. Only trade what you can see. All right, so we got some Q&A here. Do I have a W on SPX? Let's go take a look. SPX. SPX. I do have a W. Boom, boom, boom. I have a W which closed over the neckline right here, which means you should have been in this trade. 14 pips. I wouldn't be looking to take it because, again, I got less than 50 pips to the top of the zone. I'm looking for 50 to 100 pips on S&P 500, maybe 25 if you want to cut it in half. But it's too close to the zone. I wouldn't take it. Plus, there's not a lot of volatility right now, with S&P 500 because it's not in session. So I need a little stronger setup. Usually I trade at the same time with GER 30. Let's try GER 30 again. Can I get a good setup now? Oh, I need to start bringing up that USD MXN. Ooh, Oh, right into his zone. We are in a downtrend with USD MXN. All right. Taco Tuesday. Oh, you can see it now. Still no update for me on GER30. Not really sure what's going on with that one. Might have submitted a ticket to, look at that. Fractal high coming down. GJ, see what happens. Got a bearish engulfing candle. Little doji right here, long tail, bearish engulfing candle at the 62 moving average. So we'll see how this holds. GJ may be a nice little, got a little birdie that told us GJ gonna give us something special. Maybe we're gonna get it right here. We'll see. The AIRO moving average is still underneath the 200. So it could be time for a retracement here pretty soon. $10 minutes until break time. We got 10 minutes until break time. The power of wedges. Look at that. The power of the wedgie. Break above. Boom. Getting the trade here. Ran up, 45 pips. Not bad. Here on the lower time frame, same wedge. Break of the wedge corresponds with bag entry. Even though the trend is down, 2 red versus 1 green, you can see that's still the powerful move. Strategy 1 and strategy 7 came together. 33 pip move. Not a bad move. Nice little reversal. It's counter trend, but it's sound strategies. US 30. Can't trade US 30 all day, guys. It moves during New York because it's a New York session pair. Not really sure what time frame you're looking at. But yeah, I mean, I saw a bag, I guess it's a bag entry off the M1, but it's into a zone. So I'm not seeing any bag entries though that are valid. G Chef, bearish engulfing off the 61.8, the 62. G Chef. I see it, bearish engulfing. I see it. Same thing with GJ. See GU moving down as well. GI trying to push down. GN trying to push down. GCAT pushing down. G Chef moving down. All six are pushing down. For me, I like this one better than GJ. Let me look at G Chef. G Chef is cool. Let me take a look at something here. I got a good room to the zone. GCAT went too high. Yeah, GJ looking good. You got 5 minutes, JPN 225. 5 minutes to the top of the hour. I like it. I see the euro starting to head back up. Beautiful euro NZD. Look at that. This is a hammer. At the end of a downtrend, small body, long tail. This candle right here is a hammer. If this candle can close above and be a bullish engulfing candle to your hammer, that could be a good sign, a strong sign of reversal back into what? The overall trend of this pair. It's an uptrend, had some pullback. You had a hammer rejection off of the support. If this candle right here closes at above the top of this candle and is a bullish engulfing candle, could be a good entry for buy. Very good entry. That is the power of price action. All right, if anybody wants to know how I drew this potential entry we may be taking, strategy number 8, you're looking at the last time price retraced above the arrow moving average. Because again, we're in a downtrend, so we're looking for retracements. So you want the last retracement to the lowest point before the current retracement. So we're currently in retracement because price is above the arrow moving average, even though we're in a downtrend. So that's called retracement. So you want the highest point at the last retracement to the lowest point before the current retracement. So you draw it from top to bottom. All right, gives you your levels. And what you're looking for is you're waiting for price to give one of the 5 candlestick rejections that I teach in strategy video number 8 off the 38, 50, or 62 fib level. Right now, we've got a doji with a bearish engulfing candle off the 62. That could be a good entry here in about 2 minutes. All right, here in about 2 minutes at the top of the hour. All right. Get this ready here. Get this ready here. Take that trade. And gold might just range for a little while. It's already been pretty much a full day, almost a full 24 hours. This thing is still just sitting in this zone, just ranging. All right, we got 1 minute to the top of the hour. Let's take a look here. All right, if I take this trade here, I'll be looking to take this trade all the way back to the 0 line, which is about 64 pip range. GJ headed down, G Chef headed down, GU headed down, G Odd headed down, GNZD headed down, GCAT headed down, trying to push back up. But for the most part, everything is pushing down. It's a good setup. I like this one clean. All right, and I'm going to enter into this trade, everybody. Oops. We are in a sell in GJ based on strategy number 8. And my TP is going to be, I'm gonna put it above the zone. So above the zone, about 5 pips above the zone. That's 6. That's close enough. So for me, my TP is a 47 pip TP. And then for me, because we took, off 62, my stop loss is going to be 5 pips. So right above the zone here. All right. Right above the zone. Now, if you wonder how I did that, to get this button right here, this one-click button, you want to right-click on the black of the screen and go to one-click trading. That brings this button up here. One side for sell, one side for buy. And then all you have to do is change your lot size here in the middle. All right. Once you've done that, you hit sell. Now, you hit sell. We're looking for a sell. All right. Now, with this sell here, when you want to say you take profit, because we're selling, we want price to go down, you click, put your mouse, on the green line, which is your entry. You see mine says drag to modify. You click and hold, and you can drag and drop your line right there. So if you see here, I drag and drop it, drag to modify, click, drag and drop it, and then you can see over here all your data. All right, you can see here the order number, TP for take profit, so you know you're going in the direction to take profit. And as you move down, it tells you how much money you can make or lose, and then how many pips, and it's in points. So it says 439, right now it says 435 pips. That it is really 43.5. So I'll put it right here, yet again. All right. And the same thing for stop loss. You go the opposite direction. Wait till it say you drag to modify, and then you pull up the opposite direction. It gives you all the same information. How much money you can lose, order number, yada, yada, how many points or pips. Gives you all the information. All right. That's it. So we are in a GBP JPY sale. All right. Based on strategy number 8, Fibonacci strategy. We are top of the hour, so we're going to go ahead and take a 15-minute break. I'll see you guys back here in 13 minutes. In the meantime, hey, vibe out. Go ahead and play this music. We'll get back and we'll get on it. Let me show you guys on the chart real quick what happened to Ripple. So Ripple, Calvin bought some more Ripple, and you can see it gapped up right there. Calvin bought so much Ripple, it gapped up right there. So shout out to Calvin the GOAT for gapping up Ripple by buying so much. Look at that gap. All right, we're down about 15 pips right now on GJ. I expect a little drawdown because of what? Can anybody tell me why I actually expected a little bit of drawdown? Because, right, we entered above the 200. All right, we're above the 200. So that's a level of support right now. All right, a little pullback. Great thing is, we got the zone here. Look at the other G pairs. They all got slight pullback here. All right, but the beautiful thing I like, Euro pairs are moving up. So Euro pairs are moving up. That one was moving up. So Euro eyes, you see is reversing. Euro JPY reversing. Euro NZD was trying to reverse, still hitting that zone. So that's good signs. All right. Other than that, nothing else really going on. Gold didn't really break what we needed to break. Starting to try to head back up. All right. Make sure I answered all the Q&A questions. Got questions? Put them in the Q&A. Night's slow, so we'll probably call quits here in a few minutes. In that GJ sale, I got that bad boy set. So if you got any questions in the Q&A, we'll be on here for about another 10 minutes, and we'll call it a night unless something happens in the next 10 minutes. How do I take off notifications for 1 minute time frame, etc.? All right. So if you're using the dashboard, let's go take a look at it. If you're using the dashboard, all right, let's go back and find the dashboard here. If you're using the dashboard to take off the time frames, all right, you want to click on the happy face in the top right-hand corner. All right. And you want to come here to your own pair list. So you want to come here to the time frames to use, and you want to delete the time frames you do not want to receive notifications on. So we do not want to receive notifications on what? On the M1. So I took off M1. I like M5, M15, H1, H4. I don't want to receive notifications on anything else. All right. After that, hit OK. Another confirmation that makes me feel pretty good about GJ. It's already moved 87 out of the 109 pips that it has in the last 10-day ADR. ADR is the average daily range. So on an average day, for the last 10 days, GBP JPY has been averaging 109 pip moves, 109 pip per day move on average for the last 10 days. We've already reached 87 pips of that 109, which does what? Signifies that the possibility of it going back to its 109, all right? We've already moved 87, so to stop loss is another 27 pips. That put it at 114. All right, that put it at 114. That's more than its ADR. And there's a zone here in front of that ADR. So the probability of it going to hit stop loss is starting to what? It's starting to become less and less. All right. So I like that. Plus, again, the AIRO moving average is below the 200 moving average. All right. TP is 5 pips above the zone. All right. That's the way that I look at it. You can see the G pairs, look at that. Already at the zone, which means GCAT is going to do what? Boom. Potentially reverse back down. GU has been sitting at that zone or in the zone for a while. It's finding it very hard to break out right there, which means what? It's got to come down. Gold headed up. S&P 500 headed up. Japan 225. Ripple. Euros. Yeah, Euro NZD. I know somebody said they were already in Euro NZD. Shout out to you for already taking that Euro NZD trade. For me, the confirmation wasn't there. This candle we were talking about never did close bullish. You see it closed below the hammer. So you wanted this candle right here to close as a bullish engulfing candle, but it never did. So I would never enter that. Personally, I would not have entered that trade. But that's just me. USD MXN. Not doing much of nothing. We're gonna catch a peso. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add the peso to the dashboard. There we go. Add that to the dashboard. That way I can track that bad boy on the daily. Because the USD MXN, when it moves, it's a smooth mover. All right, look at that. Sell trend. Let's go look at those sales there. Yeah, the bounce, AIRO. It's a 21 pip drop. Bounce, AIRO here. 99 pip drop. It's got some good smooth movement. Check the Q&A. All right, answered all the questions in Q&A. Let's check the news here. All right, again, you guys are going to trade New York. Remember, there's a lot of news. So in 34 minutes, we have yellow folder Euro news in 34 minutes. And then in 4 hours, we have yellow folder USD. In 5 hours and 34 minutes, we have red folder Euro. We have in 6 hours, we have yellow folder GBP news. It's tomorrow's Wednesday, so we got, of course, oil news which is yellow folder for USD. Fed chair, the federal chair Powell speech tomorrow in 7 hours and 34 minutes. So that's red folder. So it's big day, New York, all the way through New York. So pretty much, going up until the end of the Forex day tomorrow. A lot of yellow and red folder news there. All right, a lot of yellow and red folder news there. So definitely, if you're going to trade, make sure to trade responsibly. Be prepared potentially for volatility. All right. Make sure to trade responsibly. All right, got some questions in Q&A here. Yes, USD MXN will be a New York session pair. It'll move more during New York session. I look at USD MXN on the M5 and not the M15 because of the volatility. It's a mover. It's a mover. All right. Leo, what's up, my brother? AU on the 4 hour. Good Lord. AUD USD on the 4 hour. Got a bag entry into the zone. It's in a downtrend. Hold on, let me zoom out. Oh, we're in an uptrend. No bounce though. It didn't bounce off anything. But it looks to be breaking out. Looks to be breaking out. Let's go down to the hour. Yep. Nice little bag entry on the hour. Nice little, you could have caught that. Nice little mover. You had a little drawdown for 12 pips. Ran up to 39, almost 40 pips. M30. Yeah. Clear signs to move up. AUD USD. USD CAD on the M5 bag entry. USD CAD. Another New York session pair, hence the word USD. USD M5. Okay. Yep. Two green, one red. So we missed that entry. I don't trace entries, but you can see there right now you're down about 5 pips. All right, guys, we're coming up on 3:30. We are in a GBP JPY sale. All right, TP is about 46 pips. Stop loss about 41, so a little more than 1-to-1 ratio, which is a good odds. If you're gonna trade New York session, make sure to use proper risk management. There's a lot of news coming up, so be prepared for that. And we'll see you guys in the funny papers. All right, appreciate it, guys.